Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Justin. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I've set a goal for myself today to not blink as much while I'm talking. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to introduce you to my family. And since we preach and teach preparedness, we just wanted to show you guys that we not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. By showing you some things that we do daily and weekly, and moving forward, we'll make this a regular series on the channel. None of these things are grand or extraordinary. I have the same limitations that you do: time, money, resources. But we wanted to show you that preparedness is possible, even on a very small scale. And if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll do a channel update, give you a quick studio tour, and tell you where we've been and where we're going. And then we'll also discuss what SafePrep can do to help you. And of course, we're going to add our SafePrep humor, sarcasm layer to it by going over 3 pantry staples that keep long term. We're going to eat those raw for you today.
A few moments later.
Pasta, and I got a little selection here for you. This will keep 2 to 3 years. Unopened. Obviously, if it's open, it's not going to last as long, but having a wide variety of pasta in your prepper pantry and something to flavor it and put on it, such as tomato sauce, is a great idea. So, once again, my name is Justin. I'm 41. I've been married for 12 or 13 years, I can't even remember anymore, to my wonderful wife. Now, we have 2 beautiful children. My oldest is 7, and my youngest is 3, and we love them to death. Very good kids. Me and my wife both work in healthcare. And I'm blessed that my wife shares some of the interests that I do, including preparedness.
3 weeks later.
Rice. White rice, anyways, stores about 3 to 5 years if you store it within the correct temperature and the correct environment, and it'll store up to 30 years with some additional storage steps. That's too much. So the big news this week is my wife. I want to congratulate her. I got my ham radio license last year, and we did a video not too long ago on how to pass your ham. We'll link that video right here. And my wife used the SafePrep study technique, just like it's outlined in the video. And she studied for a couple of months, and with no ham radio knowledge or experience prior, and went and passed her ham radio technician license test this past weekend, and she scored 100% on her first try. She didn't miss a single one. So she's waiting on her official ham radio call sign and her license from the FCC. So we went ahead and got her a radio similar to the one I have, which is, we also talk about several of our videos, the UV5R, which we'll have linked down in the description. Did some programming on that this week, so our radios are similarly programmed. And now it's time to teach her how to use ham radio. You get your technician license, and then you learn how to do everything. So you have to be able to have a license before you talk. So that's the big news this week. Congratulations to my wife. So we're excited about getting our garden going. Something new that we're doing this year besides the regular garden, which I'll show you here. And here's some of the plants we've already purchased. Just kind of waiting the weather and the frost out here in the Mid-South. As my wife wanted to do some raised beds and do some herbs, so she built those. Very proud of her for that, and she's pretty excited about that this year. So last year was our first year gardening, and we're blessed to have a neighbor that kind of helped us along the way and is still teaching us stuff about gardening today, and we know that it helps us be more self-reliant, self-sufficient. We learned some things last year, but for our first year we had a really good garden, and we were very happy with that. You know, you don't have to have a whole lot of room to do a garden. You can do the raised beds. There are other ways to grow foods without digging a hole in the ground. And look for some videos in the future on that here on the channel. Something else that we were very excited about and that we've gotten into recently that kind of goes along with the garden and all the fruits and veggies is canning. And we We purchased a canner not too long ago. They can be difficult to find, and you want to be sure you get the correct kind. But we purchased our first canner. So watch for some videos in the future on canning for newbies. So this past week we canned some ground beef. And that was the whole process was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and it's going to be it's going to be a fun hobby, I can already tell. And it's also going to help our food pantry, our stockpile, and give us some variety when it comes to food. And our last prepper pantry staple is going to be oatmeal. Depending on how it's stored unopened, it's going to keep for probably 1 to 2 years. Well, that's good raw. We better with some chocolate on it, but we also made it to a gun show this past week. We were able to pick up a couple of additional prepper items, some bags specifically, met a few other preparedness business professionals, and just had a really good time. So some specific goals that my family has this year is we would like to move towards a generator system, one that's going to complement a grid down or power out situation for the house on a small level, and also that's something that's large enough that it's going to be able to run the air conditioning unit on our RV. So it'll be a dual purpose unit for us, and we're just going to have to do the research, and maybe we'll bring you along on that journey as well. So that's what we did this week. So let's get into a quick channel update for those of you who have been subscribers from the beginning or thinking about subscribing. This is just kind of behind the scenes look at what we do. So we started this channel actually before the pandemic started, but we kind of fell off during the pandemic, and we came back in January, refocused and ready to upload as many videos as we could and grow our channel. So we've hit some milestones lately. We just hit a 220 subscriber milestone. We also just hit our 10,000 view milestone, and a couple other milestones too. You can see those certificates from TubeBuddy. It takes a lot of time to put together videos. We also have to make videos that people want to watch. You generally can't just make videos on what you want to make videos on, especially when you're a newer, smaller channel. So keyword research is a big part of that, and we try to make our videos funny. And we've kind of come into our own on the sarcasm and humor as part of that SafePrep flavor. Now, one reason I think our growth has been a little bit slow is we're in a pretty broad preparedness niche, and I've kind of refused to double niche or niche down any further into just gear bags or EDC or general preparedness, because that is not all that SafePrep is about. We're about total preparedness, and so we're going to keep making videos that we think that we can help people with, and that's the whole goal of this channel, is to help others get ready for whatever's coming, help people be better prepared, and at the same time help support our small business. So let's give you a quick view of the studio. Let me show you what you guys are used to seeing. So that is the pretty shot you guys are used to seeing, and I just want to let's just take you on a little tour here. So let's just pan out, and I want you guys to appreciate this professional setup we got going on here. So we are upstairs at my house, which is a spare bedroom for company, grandparents specifically. It's also where the kids' Xbox is. Like I said, I got 2 young kids, so it's a mess. I own a business. I'm doing lots of videos. If you guys want to look in the floor, man, this place looks like a full-blown prepper just blew up. There's gear and water filters and camp stoves and stuff all over the place. So this gear's getting pulled out of bags and put in other bags and put on video. And what do we got here? We got a big hiking backpack. That's a chest harness. That's kind of my large everything other than stuff bag gear that I've got to get organized. These are the kids' bug out bags. Anybody play drums? Let me know in the comments. This is my wife's new backpack we got at the gun show the other day. That is my wife's vehicle pack. Has lots of stuff for the kids in it. But it is just generally a mess up here. But this is the magic we're working with. This is where the magic happens. And that's where I was spitting out all that food I just ate earlier in the video. So what does SafePrep do and how can we help you? So SafePrep provides preparedness consulting services to individuals, families, businesses, neighborhood prepper groups, you name it, we help them. So we do a risk assessment with you. We talk to you over the phone and see what your goals are, what you're already prepared for, what you're preparing for, what your time frame is, and how much you're willing to spend. And we consistently prepare you month after month, and you will see progress in your preparation, and you'll have peace of mind knowing that you're prepared. How do you reach us? You can send us an email at info@safepreptn.com, or you can just leave us a comment down below and we'll get back with you for sure. If you've been a subscriber since the beginning, thank you guys for supporting the channel. We have partnered with some excellent retailers to get you survival equipment, preparedness equipment to help get your family ready. Find all those down in the description. If you guys found value in today's content, do us a favor and hit that thumbs up. If you want more content like this, Prepper Family Progress, EDCs, gear bags, preparedness, prepping, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, folks, I'm Justin. Be safe.